Welcome back, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you once again that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bachili. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Council members.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. So, Bachir, we have uh, the still on the special audit of budgets the council for the year 2021-2022 by the National Audit Office. The finding 10 in relation to overpayment of contract fees. It says that the contract agreement between Banjul City Council and Future Generation Construction Company for the construction of Banjul Albert Market dump site. And the contract cost is $968,000 to be paid in 4 installments. However, during our review of the cash book for the period, we noted the council paid 5 installment payments amounted to $1,160,150. So you've overpaid $101,892. You recall this?
Yes.
Why is that?
Okay. From my records,
Yes.
the records that I've kept, especially the PVs
Right.
that I signed,
Mm-hmm.
I did not come across an overpayment.
Okay. Mr. Bachili, we need you to provide all the payments made to
Yes.
the contractor
Yes.
by next week.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
Now, there were payment and increment of other allowances without authority. That is the monthly payment of an allowance described as other allowance to the CEO and Director of Finance. As such, the council lacked detailed information about their particular allowance. That is to you, Mr. Babachili, the amount budgeted is $8,000 and the actual monthly payment for 2022 is $38,425. There was about $30,425 difference between what was budgeted for and not what was paid to you. Same with Momodu Kamara, an amount of $15,875 was paid in excess to the approved amount. Why was that?
Okay, Lead Counsel, I have 2 observations
Right.
towards that question.
Correct. Go ahead.
Because my biggest disadvantage was the fact that
Your biggest?
so my biggest disadvantage in terms of the audit query
Right.
was that after the first draft,
Yes.
I had left for the transfer
Okay.
2 months ago. So it's like with the management response,
Yes.
I really have my issues with the management response because
Okay.
I was not part of those who prepared the management reports.
All right. Now,
So I don't know if
give it opportunity.
given the opportunity by the commission. I'm still trying to make my findings on that particular question. I don't know if I could be granted that wish.
You will be given the opportunity to do so. So we will want for everything that you are finding out, please
Yeah.
provide us with this information
Thank you very much.
by Monday because we do not have all the time. And these documents, we believe you have seen them
Yeah.
well before you even started giving your evidence before this commission. So, as a matter of hindsight,
Thank
I
you.
believe you would have taken steps to make sure that you provide every form of evidence to
Okay.
rebut what they have said.
Thank you.
So please provide this information by one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Scholarships given and tuition fees paid therein. There was a $400,000 is paid from the council's operational bank account, or basic bank, to smart technology. Do you recall those?
Yes.
Please give us a background.
It was a request that was made because as we had earlier on made a follow-up of the means in which scholarship requests were made,
Yes.
and then we pay to the institution directly based on the request that was made in the form of scholarship payments. That is my understanding of it.
Okay, Mr. Bachelor, again, we need the full details on your side regarding the scholarships were paid
Yes.
during this period. In fact, during from 2018 to 2023.
Yeah.
There was also another set of payments made um, to different individuals by way of scholarship. The amount is 393,280 putus.
Okay.
For instance, you have Oraja Kurubali, the account assistant. That is the PE. You have Mamadi Musaka Kuyate.
Sorry, Council. If you say Haleja Kulwani is it by virtue of the fact that she was handling the
It
transaction,
says being disbursement.
or she was a beneficiary? Because
Go ahead.
at some point we had paid for her to go to university.
Okay. This one says being disbursement as scholarship allocated to beneficiary student Alimatu Fadera.
Okay.
Form 1 student Apple 3 International School, first, second, and third term tuition. So it appears as if she received it for onwards payment uh, towards this tuition fee for Alimatu Fadera.
Okay.
But there were no acknowledgements for all these monies that were paid to Horoja Kurubani for Alimatu Fadera.
Can you kindly tell me which year?
2022.
Okay.
So what you do for all the payments made in 2022, scholarships for 2022 as well,
Yeah.
please provide us with the details and evidence of payment
Okay.
of the scholarships to and for the benefit of the intended recipient.
For the entire period of 2022, yeah?
Come again?
For the entire period.
Yes, 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 yes. You were paying staff's commission for performing their duties.
Yes.
Why was that?
As a form of motivation.
Motivation.
Yes.
And where does it fall within the budget?
There are some, I think there are two votes. One of them, if I could recall, was staff incentives.
Please note it down. When you come back, you guide us through all the beneficiaries of these motivational payments, and you come up with a budget to try to tell us why the legality of such payments.
Okay.
You also paid overtime,
Yes.
an amount of $298,000.
Yeah.
What is overtime?
Overtime was paid for.
What is overtime?
That's for doing work away from the normal.
Beyond the normal hours.
Yeah. Beyond
Okay.
the normal hours.
And is there any policy guiding this overtime payment? Of course.
There is an existing policy.
Yes. You can even find it in the GO maybe as well.
Yes.
And how do you monitor this? How are you monitoring people who are working overtime? Number one, why should they work overtime? It should be approved that they work overtime. And number two, how much time did they spend extra
Okay.
outside the official time?
Yeah, with regards to the overtime, I think I first of all have to start with how it was organized. Normally, the head of the section or the department is the one who makes a list of workers who have worked overtime,
Yes.
and then sign, acknowledge where that particular head of section, or then it comes to me. That's how I was dealing with it.
What is the rate? So this amount of $298,000 is, we want you to provide us with the detail involved, the people that were working overtime, the approval sought by the CEO for them to work overtime, what work they were doing, and the rate as at the time to justify the payment.
But Great Council, I think I need to clarify because you're talking the overtime uh, policy did not emanate from me in terms of myself deciding that they should do overtime.
Who decided?
It's the head of the section.
The head of
The head of section.
section.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like the leader of the
No.
unit.
Well, why of which team? Which section?
For example, let's say works and service. The head of works and service
Right.
would write to me and
Yes.
explain that like a particular assignment was carried out, and these are the number of people who were involved. It was on those basis that like the payments were made. They were emanating from them, coming to me.
No, but they can't emanate from them if they are not sure whether you will approve or not.
Well,
Those heads should have first consulted you that there's a need to do X, Y, Z, and so some staff may be required to stay overtime and work, and you have to approve it.
yeah, but then unfortunately it was not done that way.
That would have been the proper administrative structure.
Yes, it is really was not done.
Yeah, so we should detail of all the relevant information regarding
The overtime.
the overtime. Because remember, Mr. Bacheli, if you have to pay an amount from the coffers, it has to be justified. Is that not the case?
Yes, but then I'm just talking about what we thought was the justification.
Yes.
That the need for an overtime emanates from them, and then the nature of what they were supposed to carry out, and then the personnel who are involved in the overtime would all be listed, like in the memo, and it comes to me. They see it and then endorse it. They see it, approve it, and then it comes to me, I endorse it.
Issue of illegal payment of legal fees. It says during the examination of the cash books for the year 2021, a total of 795,000 was disbursed as legal fees to Samsung Silla of Osus Chambers on behalf of Mayor Emmanuel Law for a legal dispute concerning the issuance of illegal attestation to voters. Now, we further investigated on the issue and noted the lawsuit was directed at the mayor personally rather than the boundaries of the council. Therefore, the council authorization of these legal fees are deemed ineligible payments. Now, there was a $175,000 is paid on behalf of the mayor in relation to issuing a attestation. Another $100,000 is paid by way of balance, the fees. Another $20,000 is paid. Another $150,000 is paid. Same for the attestation. Then $50,000 was paid, and the last payment was $300,000. The mayor was taken to court for the issue of attestation.
Yes.
What happened?
It was a civil society group. I think is it
Participate.
Gambia participates.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they were the CSO that
Right.
took the matter to the court.
What did the mayor do in relation to the attestation?
Because she was giving attestations at the council level.
Why was she given attestation?
To the people who are supposed to go and acquire.
No, why was she given attestation? Why was the mayor given attestation?
For the purpose of enabling people to have voting documents.
Voting documents.
Yes.
Okay. What led to the mayor giving attestation?
There was this argument that Banjul did not have an alcalde.
Yes.
And she was the one who was equivalent to an alcalde.
Right.
The setup of Banjul.
Right.
I think that was the background.
Right.
But somehow this particular CSO was not very convinced.
They went to court.
So they went to court.
And what happened in court?
If I'm not mistaken, the giving the attestations was upheld by the court. Was upheld by the court.
I don't understand.
Like they allowed her to do the how do you call it again? To do the attestation.
Okay.
So when the issue of the payment came for the legal representation.
No. Do you have the judgment?
No.
The court said the mayor can do the attestation.
Yes.
That's what the court said.
Yeah.
Do you have the judgment?
No, I don't have the judgment personally.
Would you be able to will you be able to produce it? Please do. Yes, try and get the judgment, and you can aid us in as to why you concluded that the mayor could give attestation. You understand?
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
We have a different view, so you may bring us with the copy of the judgment. It is accessible. Now, who was taken to court? The mayor or the council?
If I recall, it said that the case was between this particular CSO versus the mayor of Banjul.
Versus the mayor.
Yes.
And the mayor does not have the power to do X, Y, Z.
Yes.
And so, why did PCC pay the legal fees?
Yeah, because in our thinking, it was seen as the mayor as the official, the mayor of Banjul as the official that was taken to court.
Don't mistake it. PCC can be sued and they can sue. The mayor can sue and be sued.
Yes, I agree to that.
Yes. So I can decide to sue the mayor and I can decide to sue PCC.
Yes.
If I want to sue PCC, I just sue PCC. If I want to, even for acts that you have done, Mr. Bacheli, if we are suing PCC, we are suing PCC. If we're suing the mayor, we're suing the mayor. So now, if the mayor is the person that is taken to court, the argument here is who decided whether council should be at the legal fees?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to shed light on.
Yes.
Could be that what as part of the group from the council that was evaluating this payment requirement,
right,
was the fact that for me, if I had seen that the individual, for example,
right,
the individual was sued
right,
is CSO, then definitely we will not be able to honor the payment.
It was the individual that was sued.
But then when they said that the mayor,
that's how that happened.
With the name,
that's how that happened.
Yeah, for us that's what made us to believe that we should have paid the bill.
So how did you arrive at the $795,000? Who made this decision?
I think it was charges from the legal.
No, but who must have agreed with the lawyer that you will pay $795,000?
It's the mayor, not me.
The mayor.
Yes.
The mayor was sued, then negotiated the legal fees and paid based on what?
Based on the fact that like she's the mayor, and then she was sued, and then
was it taken to council?
No, it was not taken to council.
This amount Almost $1 million.
It was not taken.
You signed off with your Director of Finance?
It was not taken.
That's too much.
Unless and until I verify it.
You can verify.
Unless
You need time to verify?
yes, to verify
You
it.
can verify, but if it was taken to council, you would be aware. You would have remembered it was taken to council, it was deliberated upon,
Legal,
agreed that the council should pay the mayor's legal fee.
legal, I cannot remember all the cases.
That's to be fair with you. But my point,
I'll make proper verification
yes,
and go and give everything feedback.
yes. But my point is, the mayor, should not have been the one to decide how much, even if council mistakenly wants to pay the legal fees. Assuming the council genuinely thinks, or you genuinely think that it's okay that the mayor represents BCC, and so when you sue the mayor, you sue the BCC, even if that is your genuine interpretation. Is it proper for the mayor herself to negotiate the legal fees?
No.
So why did you allow it?
Yeah, because she was the first point of call with those legal personnel.
Come again?
She was the first point of call
Yes.
with those. If it was a case of okay, now I'm taking to court,
Yes.
so as an administration, you handle it.
Yes.
Perhaps it could have been.
And you, as Mr. Bachelor, will say, but Honorable Mayor, why do we have to pay $795,000? This is not a suit where in Gambia participate. I didn't see the process, but this is not a suit where the Gambia participate will be requesting for millions of dollars. So how did you arrive at that?
But I think the case had two aspects. So that's the reason why I made a plea that if you could really be given time to it, because if I could recall, there were two aspects of this overall case.
So, but we'll wait for you.
Yes.
We'll wait for you. There were also an unaccounted check withdrawals of 500. What's that? The unaccounted check withdrawals amounted to $5,199,550, 36 bottles by the council's finance manager. It indicates fraud, abuse of office, and leading of loss of taxpayers' funds. This withdrawal, of course, the finance manager cannot make withdrawal without your knowledge. Correct?
Correct. Oh.
The finance manager cannot make withdrawals without your knowledge.
Yes.
Right. If we ask that you provide us with all the withdrawals that were made from the bank accounts, do you guys have a bank reconciliation in the first place?
There are no bank reconciliations.
Why was that?
I guess the finance director put it because eventually he came to me and confessed that we have to bring in somebody to do the bank reconciliations. And we have evidence of that arrangement with somebody who was brought in to do the bank
The
reconciliations.
finance director says what?
That he is not able to do it.
That's Modu Kamara.
Yes.
You have that evidence.
Yep.
Where is it?
It's with me.
Can we please see it?
No, not with me here.
What kind of evidence is that?
Evidence of the payment that was made to the individual who came in to do the bank
Okay,
reconciliation.
write it down. Please provide us with the evidence.
And can I come back to the Mohammed Khan?
Yes.
If the first question asked. Okay, like as I was reacting to the chairperson earlier on,
Right.
some of these areas of concern by the auditors, there were subsequent matters arising,
Yes.
which are not captured. So I spoke with Mohammed Chan this morning, and then he will be able to give us some of the developments that took place after the audit queries.
No problem. We'll wait for you. Mr. Bacheli, the steering committee for the Austin project. Perhaps that will be the last for today. The steering committee. You were the CEO.
Yes.
You had a steering committee that was formed. Correct? You guys have allowances.
I've got all the different allowances that were paid over time.
You have it with you now?
I've got it all. But then if you could allow me as part of the documents, I'll bring it. You have to complete.
Okay. Please bring it all.
Yes, I have all of.
Where was there an increment?
Well, we thought that with the scope of things that were being done,
They were?
with the scope of things that were being done in the project, we thought that, we should increase.
Increment was in line with the budget.
Yes.
No, it was not in line with the budget.
Because there was a policy developed for the payment of allowances
Yes.
by the steering committee. I don't know whether you have had access to those policies.
Please submit it. Were you guys providing financial statements or reports for the project?
Yeah, there are financial reports
Please provide the financial reports
for the period from the
for the period of the project.
Is it possible, for example, to have it limited to the software basis or for the finance reports?
Which,
No. Let it.
yes,
It's accepted.
yes, we will see what you have. If it is too bulky that you can't print it,
Yeah.
just come to the commission. The ID section will assist you.
Okay.
Chair, please proceed.
Yes. Mr. Mr. Bajeli,
Yes, ma'am.
as of the 22nd of January 2025, you promised that you were going to bring evidence um, with respect to the issue of payment vouchers made to Umidaba, totaling 618,950 without supporting documents. Is it still the position that those documents are not with us?
No, I was working on these documents. So
Question is, have you presented the documents as per what you told the investigators?
to the commission.
Yes, to the commission.
No, I haven't. But
You have it for this 618,950.
yeah, but
Not yet.
I have not yet, but they're available.
Okay.
So these are all.
I just want to confirm. So we go to the next point.
Okay.
The next issue I have is also for the payments made to Ibu Drame and finance manager
Yeah.
in relation to impress totaling 62,224. That one also, you have not presented it yet?
No, that one, well, I honestly have not presented it yet.
Okay.
But all
I just want confirmation. Let us go to the next point.
okay.
On the issue of the four personal loans that was issued to you, totaling 360,000.
Yeah.
Have you bring confirmation of having repaid this amount?
I have the confirmation of the $89,000 in balance line.
But 360,000.
Yes.
Have you brought in confirmation of payment of these four personal loans given to you?
That's what I was just explaining.
Yes.
That I've been paying them, but I still have a balance of 89,000. But I have evidence of that.
You have brought it in.
No,
You have presented it.
no. I've been doing the comparisons.
You as to what we have and what
Yes.
we don't have. That is what I just want to ascertain from you.
Yeah, I concur with you, but it's part of the documents that I've been compiling. since last week.
Okay, so now the position is that you've not yet brought the evidence.
Yeah, but I'm compiling.
Okay, so now also the salary advance of 50,000 is also what you are still compiling.
Yes, I've noted all of them. They're working.
Okay, so also the eating allowance to the
Yes.
director of finance.
Yeah.
That is the former director of finance, Mr. Cham,
Yes.
Mohammed Cham, totaling 147,200.
Yeah.
That one also, i- you have not presented whether he has paid this amount or not.
No, that one I haven't.
All right. So for Mrs. Samba, there is a total sum of 76,124, which were allowances paid, and you understand, there is no evidence to that effect. Those ones also, you've not presented evidence to that effect.
Sorry, Mark. Wait, can you? This we Mr. Samba is
Mrs. Samba.
Mrs. Samba.
Yes. You have any Mrs. Samba in your country? I'm reading from your evidence.
Ah.
Okay, please check.
Okay, I'll check. Check.
And the last one, Carton Ture,
Yes.
the amount of 135,000 and 400,000 respectively.
Yes.
You have not also brought evidence to that effect.
No, I have not. We did not discuss. I have not brought evidence to that effect. But I'll note them.
Now, my last question is,
Yeah.
Yourself, the finance director, and the mayor, you paid yourselves $5,000 as senior management members when you were meeting with the FPAC.
National Assembly. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it at the National Assembly or at the council?
No, we went to the National Assembly.
So, so for each sitting you go to, you are paid 5,000.
No. It was
Was it for the
for the whole duration.
was it for a week or 2 weeks?
3 days. If I could recall.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah.
Was this budgeted for?
Because the idea of
How did you arrive at 5,000, and um was it part of your, is it part of your policy, or is it contained in any of your guidelines?
not to be honest, man. No.
So how did you arrive at paying yourself 5,000?
We just came to that conclusion that maybe
You just sat
if you pay
discuss and you agreed.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. You can proceed.
But ma, I have an appeal
Yeah.
because most of these verifications that I have to bring along, I take them serious and I know that they should go in. But I'm just begging, if you could extend the time frame from Monday till, for example,
No, for Monday we want to see how much you have brought in, because
yes.
you said you were
So I can bring.
this was since January 22nd of January 2025.
Yeah, okay.
This is July.
Yeah, okay. I can say maybe 60% of what I am to bring in, I've already ascertained those.
You said?
For example, 60% of the evidence I should bring have already been ascertained
Where?
by myself. So it's just now the 40%
Bring.
to bring here, yes.
Yes.
So I don't know.
It says still is ascertained. But
Yes. Okay. No, I'm just saying. I was thinking that maybe I could plead for time to bring everything together. Or if you want me like the ones that I've already ascertained, I can.
percent.
Yeah.
Percent.
Okay.
So that we can verify. If we need to further ask you on anything,
Thank you very much.
clarify on what you have brought,
I'll do it.
so give us time to do that.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Bachir, we have some contracts that were awarded. The total was 31,156,547. That's 12 butchers. So we will see Appendix 3. Do you have a copy of the report? Can you please give the witness one copy of it? That is the management letter for the audit of EU Banjul Austin project. That number is just space. Yes. We have Appendix 3. It is the KMF technologies for the purchase of laptops, printers, and equipments for visibility, $502,600. Dodo Technologies, payment for web development, $175,000. Graphics Plus, payment for design and printing of billboards, $787,500. Macrotech Consulting, payment for the supply, installation, and basic configuration of IT equipment in the new office complex of BCC, $4,161,920 for the Tobotuks. Keba and Sons, payment for the purchase of sanitary items for the sanatorium as part of the COVID-19 response, $466,500. Dems Trading, purchase of coconut seedlings, $1,311,300. Quantum Net Limited, payment for purchase of garbage trucks and bins for waste collection, $11,550,000. CNC Building Materials, payment for the purchase of plumbing materials and installation, $234,610. We have Fatima Sabali Trading, payment for the purchase of waste bins for Banjul City Council, $10,740,000. ANK Analytics, payment for the development of custom accounting and financial management software. This is the one that you did not even use at some point. $233,000. GAM Pharma, purchase of medical supplies, $491,608.70 bottles. Babakar Sisi, HR and management consultant, payment for the production of a HR and training policy as well as service shield for BCC, $412,500. So the total is $31,156,547. 12 bottles. Mr. Bachelor, we need all the procurement related documents in relation to these contracts, how they were awarded, the process that was followed, the procurement method, agreements that were signed, if any. Do you understand?
Council, I need you to just repeat once more so that it's again
We
before.
can make you a copy.
Okay.
I've already read it out. We can ask that they make you a copy of this. You will also find it in the management letter for the audit of EU Banjul Austin project for the period 1st January 2022 to the 1st April 2024. It was prepared by the National Audit Office on the 9th of September 2024. You can get it down. Yes.
In addition to what council has read out for you, which was in an audit report,
Yeah.
our investigators did confront you with documentations, and you undertook to provide documentary evidence, which is to say, there were contracts that were awarded without financial guarantee, totaling 78 million 740,395 and 10 groups. And the reason why I am asking you whether you have provided the evidence thereof is because these contracts were not executed as per what they have agreed with the council. So, did you bring the documentary evidence to this effect?
We have document evidence.
Okay, please provide
With regards to
the list for the 78 million, 740, 395,010 books. Thank you.
In fact, some of them are my phone.
Council, you may proceed.
Yes, thank you. You were answering to the chairpersons.
I was also saying some of them are in my phone, but I'll bring them for my.
Okay. All right. Mr. Bachili, we have on page 42 of the findings as well. Improper award of contracts of incompetent supplier for procurement of coconut seedlings. You have an amount of $1,311,300 awarded to demonstrate a stationary supplier for the supply of 4,000 coconut seedlings. Demonstrated specializes in stationary supplies. I believe they testified. But then you will contracted them to supply seedlings, coconut seedlings. Do you recall this?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to react to.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, earlier on, I think earlier on in my testimony,
Yes.
when we are talking about the procurements for the project,
Right.
we talked about three areas. That was first of all the KMF. That was the acquisition of the laptops and the phones.
Of the
Acquisition of the laptops and the phones
right.
for the project team, and also the lot of demonstrating
Yes.
for the seats at the beach side,
Right.
for the coconut tree planting.
Right.
I could recall with you that because I had told you before that these two procurements, if I could recall very well, were supposed to have been done based on the Prague procurement rules by the EU.
Right.
And I think eventually I agree with you that there were no procurements because the Prague rules, the procurement rules did not apply here.
Right.
And since it was not done, then based on the GPA guidelines. So we eventually mutually agreed that then they did not fit into any of them.
Okay.
So these ones were executed by the team. We also have like for example the contract for the siblings was signed by the project coordinator.
Okay.
And that of the KMF. It was eventually that we decided to proceed with the GPPA guidelines. And those ones, all the contracts were signed by either myself or other senior officials of the council.
Okay.
But I have the documented evidence to prove that the contract was signed by the team.
Very well. Any questions from Mr. Bachin? Sure. Yes, because most of the questions are premised on the documents that he will bring in for other related areas.
All right. All right. We will finish up with you when you provide the what we have asked of you to provide to the commission.
Yes.
So you are sorry.
Sorry, ma'am. So as agreed with you earlier on,
Yes.
all the ones that I've already compiled,
Yes.
I'll bring them on Monday.
Yes.
We make a review
Yes.
and we see those that are left.
Yes, just we have asked you to note,
Yes.
and you have noted.
I've not.
So you will just take us through what you have and in relation to what.
Okay. All right.
So we will just take that note
Okay.
and look at review it. If we have any questions, we will ask you. If
Okay.
you don't have, then Asan, you can continue to do the 40% that is remaining.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. So Mr. Bacheli is discharged. We'll see you on Monday. So I believe it's a convenient point to stop. We may rise.